And he answering said, I was not sent except to the lost sheep of the house of Yisrael. And it came to be, when Avram was 99 years old, that Yahweh appeared to Avram and said to him, I am El Shaddai, walk before me and be perfect, and I give my covenant between me and you, and shall greatly increase you. And Avram fell on his face, and Elohim spoke with him, saying, As for me, look, my covenant is with you, and you shall become a father of many nations. And no longer is your name called Avram, but your name shall be Avraham, because I shall make you a father of many nations, and I shall make you exceedingly fruitful, and make nations of you, and sovereigns shall come from you. And I shall establish my covenant between me and you and your seed after you in their generations for an everlasting covenant, to be Elohim to you and your seed after you. And I shall give to you and your seed after you the land of your sojournings, all the land of Canaan as an everlasting possession, and I shall be their Elohim. And Elohim said to Abraham, As for Sarai your wife, do not call her name Sarai, for Sarah is her name. And I shall bless her, and also give you a son by her. And I shall bless her, and she shall become many nations. Sovereigns of peoples are to be from her. And Abraham fell on his face and laughed, and said in his heart, Is a child born to a man who is 100 years old? Or is Sarah, who is 90 years old, to bear a child? And Abraham said to Elohim, Oh, let Ishmael live before you. And Elohim said, No, Sarah your wife is truly bearing a son to you, and you shall call his name Yitzchak, and I shall establish my covenant with him for an everlasting covenant, and with his seed after him. And as for Ishmael, I have heard you. See, I shall bless him, and shall make him fruitful, and greatly increase him. He is to bring forth 12 princes, and I shall make him a great nation. But my covenant I establish with Yitzchak, whom Sarah is to bear to you at this appointed time next year. And Yitzchak prayed to Yahweh for his wife, because she was barren. And Yahweh answered his prayer, and Rivkah his wife conceived. And within her the children struggled together, and she said, If all is right, why am I this way? So she went to ask Yahweh, and Yahweh said to her, 2 nations are in your womb, and 2 peoples shall be separated from your body, and one people shall be stronger than the other, and the older serve the younger. And when the days were filled for her to give birth, and see, twins were in her womb, and the first came out red all over, like a hairy garment, so they called his name Esau. And afterward his brother came out, with his hand holding on to Esau's heel, so his name was called Yaakov. And Yaakov cooked a stew, and Esau came in from the field, and he was weary. And Esau said to Yaakov, Please feed me with that same red stew, for I am weary. That is why his name was called Edom. But Yaakov said, Sell me your birthright today. And Esau said, Look, I am going to die, so why should I have birthright? Then Yaakov said, Swear to me today. And he swore to him, and sold his birthright to Yaakov. Yaakov then gave Esau bread and stew of lentils, and he ate and drank, and rose up and left. Thus Esau despised his birthright.